One of the biggest problems in the spiritual community, in their, how do we define it, more ignorant aspects of spirituality, which isn't really spirituality, or the work towards reality, which spirituality is the work towards reality, is the rescuer. We could probably add that to the matote. That's it. But it comes with the sellout a little bit. Probably comes under that banner. And that's where somebody's getting difficulty in their life and challenges in their life that they need to go through and they need to see, feel, express, surrender into, and let go into. And somebody wants to come in and rescue them and not let them feel and doesn't like them feeling that way or going in that direction or being in that pain or seeing that difficulty within them that's causing them so much trouble. And they want to rescue them and hug them or sweet noise their way, that person's way out, which is basically a robbery, which is basically a curse, a poison. But it looks like benevolence, whereas usually the person doesn't want to feel their own pain. So they don't like seeing the pain in others or the difficulty in others. So they want to rescue them so they can feel good. So it's actually an act of selfishness, not of service. Because some people want to feel everything at the deepest level. That's how you get free. And anyone interfering in that is in the way, is now a new obstacle from the outside. So your kids are supposed to go through hard times. You're supposed to go through hard times. Life is supposed to give you that. It's not supposed to be a fairy tale from beginning to end. That's not what this is. But through a materialistic outlook, a body-mind outlook only, our culture is trying to create the perfect system where you never get bothered by anything. And you get to die without ever getting bothered by anything. You get to live and die without getting bothered by anything. And that's what the whole woke outcrop that happened recently is. It's the absolute opposite of awake, where you're not allowed to now say anything about anything in case you offend somebody that hasn't or doesn't want to even deal with the slightest bit of difficulty or challenges. They want nobody to say anything about anything ever, so everybody everywhere can feel safe. And they even started building safe spaces in buildings and businesses, etc., instead of people actually having to go through things. So it's just an absolute terror of death the West is experiencing, instead of facing it. Whereas in other cultures, it's right at your doorstep. You see it. Here we hide our dead. Now, it was a bit of a leapfrog to fear of death, but that's what all fears root back to. If you want to play the game of going through all your fears, you'll find they will end up there. If you're wondering how we skipped that bit. So in this work, the way we're doing it is bringing people into those difficult and uncomfortable systems within themselves that have been inherited and you've come in with, and trying to uproot them. There's only two things that can really get in the way of that. That's yourself and a rescuer. And a room full of wet rescuers, forget about it. Game over. There's no point. There'd be no point in me being here. I can go and put my feet up somewhere in a country I'd love to be in, where there's less plastic, less fake, less little thin smiles hiding all sorts of narcissism and different things. Less sharp. As I've mentioned to you before, coming back from Taiwan, just walking into the airport to a plane full of Aussies was like walking into a thorn patch energetically. From softness to a thorn patch. That's what it's like living here. Everyone's ready to cut really quickly. As soon as you penetrate past the smile, people are ready to defend and attack here. It's a rough culture. Dangerous place to be doing this work, frankly. You don't believe me? Go ask any teacher doing this type of work. So, just thought I'd bring up the rescuer so everyone can understand a little better if you have never heard of it, or it's a reminder of it. Just that your loved ones and your friends and you and your compatriots here, your brethren of truth, they're supposed to go through stuff. That's what we're doing here. Sorry for the brethren word there. You're ex-cult members. I didn't mean that. Slip. But your folks here, yeah, your people. But that's a trigger too, right? So we're looking for triggers. We're not trying to avoid them and philosophize or dream our way out of them. What is what we think? Most of it's what we've read from other people. What level are they at? One thing you discover upon awakening is how many experts have just got stuff so far wrong, because the whole lens that things are being seen through is incorrect. You're looking through a coloured lens to begin with. So there's data upon layer upon layer upon layer of bullshit, because the eye is not real to begin with, but everything's built around the eye. The eye doesn't exist. Never did, never has, never will. Ever. It's an illusion. It's an imagination. And so the first step is imagination, and then we build our layers of truth from that, and it's not truth. It's manageable falsehood. So psychology and psychiatry is the study of sickness. This is the study of wellness. And then the study can drop. And wellness isn't all warm, fuzzy noises. Reality's rough. It's straight, it's sharp. There's animals dying in that forest right now. Innocent, just got born. See how it is? You want to fluff it all up, that's because you're scared. Or you want the world to be different to what it is. You want a fluffy, soft, cuddly world. That's not how the world is. It's not in touch with reality. We have to face that. Accept that. See things as they are. And then we can see the ultimate truth. That all of this dance is samsara. First you have to see things how they are here. 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 Not subjugate it to your will. And what is your will? The history you were given from your own history that was given by others. It's not even yours. Stories. Dreams. And anyone offering you dreams is not your friend. Religious dreams, goody-goody dreams, dark dreams, any of it. Just here now is it. If there's a God, it's here now. As is. If that's the word you want to use, that's what it is. And then the more time you spend in that godliness, the deeper you go and the wider that becomes. And a solvent to the madness we've inherited of mind and thoughts and philosophies and beliefs and avoidances and cravings. See that little dog there? Watch. No past, no future, just now. Rolling around in the leaves, in the grass. It's so simple. You're better off being a dog than a human under the oppressed by mind. At least you'll be happy. You could roll around rubbing your face on the grass, smiling.